Alright, so here is my Ernie Ball Music Man John Petrucci model in beautiful Mystic Dream finish. This is a really cool guitar, very unique. Has one of the best non-locking tremolos, or really just tremolos in general I've ever played. Super smooth, has a real nice feel to it. This model also has this really cool scoop, as you can see right here. This is a really comfortable addition to the body sculpting. As you can see, this is a 2-humbucker guitar. We have a 3-way switch, just like a Les Paul. They kind of angle it sort of funny, as you can see. It's sort of tilted to the side, and you can't change that, unfortunately, the way it's built inside, which is kind of a pain. But other than that, it works pretty well. It's a little close to the strings for my taste, but you just have to get used to it. And then 2 knobs. This is the non-piezo version. I just think it's unnecessary for me. Volume and tone, just not normal. In the middle position right here, it gets I think a parallel. Excuse me. The pickups are in parallel and split, I believe, so it has a very nice single coil sound. We have a rosewood fretboard. Nice dark rosewood with just a small dot inlays, which look pretty cool. Here's the headstock with the Ernie Ball logo and the John Petrucci signature. Very cool guitar. So let's flip this guy over. Got my Yoda sticker right here. I didn't want to put it on the finish, but I want to keep the Star Wars theme going strong. Got a pretty cool 5-bolt neck joint. And look at this neck, it's unbelievable. It's a bird's eye maple neck. It's unfinished along the length of it, or I guess it's oil finished. And then we have sort of like gloss finish here on the back. Locking tuners, I believe these are Spurzl or Goto. I don't really care. I want to mention that these pickups are based off of the DiMarzio Steve Special on the bridge and the Aaron Norton in the neck. These are the first run, so they changed, I think, the Drop Sonic and maybe the Aaron Norton still, and now he uses Crunch Lab and Liquefier in the bridge and neck respectively. So these are the first run. I love these pickups. They sound great. Alright, next we have my Gibson Les Paul Studio. This is a 1994 model, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 96. This guitar was my main guitar for years, until maybe just recently. Actually, the past year I kind of switched over to the Super Strat thing. But this is a very, very nice guitar. I just recently, in the past year, put in some Seymour Duncans, JB, and a Jazz. Just standard Les Paul thing going. Added that Pearloid pickguard that was added when I bought it. As you can see, it's got some love here on the side. That's just from playing. So as you can see, I've played this a lot. Nice rosewood fretboard. Gibson Les Paul Studio, nothing special, just a nice beefy Les Paul guitar. Let's flip this guy over. Alright, so here's the back. Nothing really to speak about. It's had some dings, tons of little scratches, dings, etc. In the finish, I keep it E-flat standard. This never goes anywhere else. I'm not sure why. I just keep that in there just to remind me, or any guitar tech who's messing with it. I've changed the tuners numerous times, so that has original holes. So this is not a beauty queen by any stretch of the imagination, but a beautiful guitar nonetheless. Alright, next, this is a Fender Eric Johnson Signature Stratocaster. I love this guitar. Great Strat, standard Strat configuration for the most part. Has the Eric Johnson custom pickups, 5-way switch, just like a normal Strat. Has the vintage like a 6-screw trim, which I just keep it locked down with all 5 springs. One cool thing is the tone knob right here. This controls the bridge humbucker, or excuse me, the bridge pickup. That way, if it's set pretty bright how it is, so you just roll it off. You can adjust the brightness how you want. Really cool idea. I guess this is like a brown or classic sunburst finish. We have a beautiful maple neck. What I like about this too is there's no signature. So yeah, really beautiful finish. I love this guitar. And this is also at least the neck, and the body has like a kind of I guess it's the nitrocellulose finish. Some people hate it, but it gets sticky apparently. But once it's been kind of sitting on this guitar for a while and has a chance to cure, it actually feels great. So let's show you guys the back. See right here, there's the Eric Johnson EJ, and then the Coco Pele dude right there. Serial number. That's the only way you know this is Eric Johnson, aside from the specs themselves. So let's take a look at the neck. This is awesome neck. It's pretty beefy. Has slight V shape. But this is a very flat radius on the fretboard, or more like akin to a Les Paul. So really easy to play. Awesome guitar. There's the 5 springs I use to lock down the bridge. I don't use the tremolo on this guy. So, all right. Next we have my G&L ASAT Classic 3. This was a limited edition guitar, I believe to 150 in the late 90s, like 98 or 99, I believe. Just like a Tele with a middle pickup right here. Very, very nice guitar. Nice pearly pickguard. Standard Tele kind of control. This is actually a 5-way switch. And then usual tone, volume knobs. Now the really cool thing about this guitar is this nice vintage tinted bird's eye maple neck. It looks really cool. The headstock looks like absurd with the bird's eye figure. It's kind of out of tune. I don't play this guy as much. It's kind of noisy. That's the one downfall of this guitar. There might be an electronic problem. I haven't really fooled around with it yet, but it's a little buzzy. So let's check out the back. All right, so here's the back. It's just a black finish. Nothing too special. As you can see, a string through body. Pretty cool. It's a little dusty. See, here's the back of the neck. Nice beefy Tele style neck. Bird's eye, beautiful tint, nice gloss finish. Actually, it looks like there were 100 made, according to this. I'm not sure if you can really see it. This camera didn't have a great focus, or really any focus, but 100 made. ASAT Classic 3, 98 I think, and then the signature. But I guess the Sharpie is kind of fading out a little bit. But a great guitar. I just wish it wasn't so noisy. Alright, so aside from my Ibanez guitars, this is the guitar I play the most. It's a Gibson ES-137 custom shop. I got this for an incredibly good deal on Craigslist, believe it or not. I was actually looking for this for like a year, and one popped up for, I believe, $1,000, essentially new. So I snatched it up, and I've been in love with it. What's cool is it's really like a Les Paul, configuration. I think these are Gibson 57 Classic pickups. Tune-o-matic bridge. Situation going on. 3-way switch up here. And we have the usual tone volume configuration right here. We have a Veritone switch, which is a la the Gibson Lucille model, which I do not use because I think it's kind of pointless. Every position makes it sound even worse, or sound worse, sort of. So let's check out the fretboard. Beautiful binding. This is an ebony fretboard. Check the headstock logo. That custom. I've always wanted to have a guitar with that that custom logo right here. I love that. Very nice. I play a lot of jazz, and this is the guitar I play. I don't even fool with looking for other guitars. My gear acquisition syndrome has stopped with this. Fingers crossed. Okay, so here's the back. As you can see, this guitar is kind of interesting. It has a very light flame to it. I believe this is a maple body. It's kind of it's nice and subtle. A cool old school vintage sunburst finish. Very nicely done. And the neck is actually mahogany. I believe it's 3 pieces, maybe 5-piece neck. Gold tuners. Beautiful guitar. I love this guitar. These are very underrated guitars too. I recommend you guys, if you're looking for a jazz box or just a nice hollow body, semi hollow body, I'd check these out.